So Krejcikova and Sakkari, they're facing off in the semis of Roland Garros, and both players are first-time Grand Slam semifinalists. And interestingly, all the 4 players in the WTA, they are first-time Grand Slam semifinalists. So it's going to be really interesting because all 4 players have not made a Grand Slam semifinal. In fact, 3 of them hadn't made a Grand Slam quarterfinal. So this is something that is really going to be interesting. We're going to see whether maybe one of them can crack the code, I guess. One of them can maybe make their first Grand Slam final. And it's going to be really interesting to see because both players have been in great form. Now let's start with Krejcikova. Krejcikova is more of a clay court she's more of a double specialist, I would say. She's played more on the double circuit. She wasn't really a singles player, but she has had a singles breakthrough, which is pretty impressive. Her first round match was against Krejcikova, and at first that was tough. She managed to get through it, those 5-7, 6-4, 6-2. And at first I was thinking that Krejcikova would have lost early because Krejcikova also had won her first WTA title in Strasbourg. So I thought that Krejcikova was going to lose, but she managed to win against Pliskova. Kristina Pliskova, though, not Karolina. She managed to beat her 3 sets against Alexandrova, who she had recently just beaten in Strasbourg. She did it again here in Paris. She beat her in straight sets 6-2, 6-3. She served 6 aces, so pretty good for her. Against Fidelina, she managed to do well as well, beat her in straight sets 6-3, 6-2. In her 4th round match against Sloane Stephens, against former finalist, she literally demolished her. She beat her only losing 2 games, 6-2, 6-0. In that match, she won 82% of the first serve points, played really well, and also converted 5 out of 8 break points. In her quarterfinal match against rising star Coco Gauff, she managed to beat her in straight sets 7-6, 6-3. In that match, she converted 4 out of 6 break points. So she's been playing really well this year. And she's also been playing really well in this tournament. And it's going to be interesting because she is playing Sakkari, who has also been in great form. But it's going to be a clash of 2 players who are really playing well. We're going to see who will make their first Grand Slam final. Sakkari, though, has also been playing really well, as I've said. She has had a confidence-boosting win just today, but I'm going to come to that when we get there. Her first round match was against Ukrainian Zavatska, and she managed to beat her in straight sets 6-4, 6-1. Against Paolini, she managed to beat her in straight sets 6-2, 6-3 in the second round. In that match, she won 81% of first serve points, served 5 aces. And it's also important to note that in her first round match, she won 85% of first serve points. So in the first and second round, she played really well on serve. Against Mertens, she managed to beat her in 3 sets, and she should have won the second set, but she managed to win it in 3 sets, 7-5, 6-7, 6-2. In that match, she served 9 aces, so pretty great from Sakkari. In her 4th round match, she played Kenin, and she managed to beat her in straight sets 6-1, 6-3. She managed to fend off a late comeback by Kenin, because Kenin was about to come back. She broke back, but she managed to fend off a late comeback and win it in straight sets. She only dropped 4 games, and in that match, she won 84% of first serve points. Against the defending champ Iga Swiatek, she was playing her in the quarterfinals, and she managed to notch a confidence-boosting win and beat her in straight sets 6-4, 6-4. In that match, she served 5 aces. She won 83% of first serve points, so she played really extremely well in that match. And now she gets to play Krejcikova, who is unseeded but dangerous, because she's using a little bit of her doubles experience to also get some good results in singles. And Sakkari also is playing really well. It's going to be really interesting to see. Now, considering their head-to-head, Krejcikova has won both their encounters. Their first meeting was in the Torun final, and then their second meeting was recently this year in Dubai, and Krejcikova fought off a late comeback from Sakkari to beat her in straight sets 6-2, 7-6, 7-4 in the tiebreak. So Krejcikova has won both their meetings, but there's a clay court, so it's going to be something that is going to be interesting because they haven't met recently on clay. Now, my prediction, I think that Krejcikova will win. I think that while Sakkari is seed and while she may be the favorite, I think that Krejcikova is really playing well and she's looking like she's unstoppable. She's really using her doubles experience to really do well, and she's been in great form this season. Sakkari has also been, but I'm going to pick Krejcikova to win this in 3 sets. I think both players are playing really well, but I think Krejcikova will get the win in a 3-set match.